Well, staying with the beauty of the written word, we turn to a story bringing more of that. Data from our Department of Education shows that test scores are still below what they were before the pandemic for our young people, with only about half of students proficient in reading. So as educators shift their attention to what's not working, there's a nonprofit doing some work too, lifting up education in other subjects. Here's Sammy.
Expression comes in many forms.
Morning, Lily.
Dancing.
Theater.
Here you go, F.
Typically for 8th graders.
Ivy, one for you.
I don't enjoy writing. It hurts my hands too much.
Writing isn't topping their list of means of expression.
Astra.
Not as bad as math.
Jasper.
The motivation to write is pretty different. A lot more excitement to share their ideas.
But something has changed in Shelby DeWeese's Sanford Middle English class.
If I'm writing about something I like.
Because kids aren't only writing for a grade.
I want you to begin building ideas, visual ideas.
They're writing to be published.
We have illustrators that will work with us.
Derek Davidson
I'm putting 5 minutes on the clock.
is the program director for 826 MSP,
We're going to edit for content as we go.
a nonprofit youth writing center that amplifies the voices of underserved students through writing and publishing.
The first step is like actually showing your work to your friend. Trade now.
Derek has been coming twice a week at no charge to schools to work with students on their writing so they can eventually publish a book.
We'll do like a book release.
It's always fun to give kids the freedom to say, well, what's in your brain? Put it on the paper.
They're a local chapter of a national network
Read it with an open mind.
that sees a gap in writing education.
There is a lot of emphasis on literacy and reading side of that for a good reason, and often writing is left over.
Jamal Adam is the executive director. He says as reading comprehension has fallen since the pandemic,
Yes, ma'am.
educators have shifted their attention. But he points out that socio-emotional learning has fallen too.
It was really hard to write.
Writing is such a tool to help young people think about their wellness, mental health.
Like I've tried to, really dig deep and taken some spots from where my own anxiety and fears have spiraled about climate change and put that into writing.
She's so vintage.
Lillian Lance and the rest of her class are concentrating their pieces on the climate crisis.
I feel like it helps put some of my thoughts and worries into words.
Jade Harding wrote about food insecurity.
I'm standing here at the Capitol where protesters are chanting for more food.
We need you. There is a fire that is threatening our community.
Gabe Stetson Eddie Hirschrud wrote about encroaching flames.
I want to take so much, but I can only take so little.
It's just sad that we live in a world where these are things that actually happen.
Length itself isn't a goal, right?
Yeah.
But as they learn about their changing world,
It's pretty neat of them to just go around and help.
What do you need, Carter?
they reflect on their own feelings
I feel like it's just my entire worldview wrapped up in a nice little bow.
You should have some feedback.
and warm up to self-expression
I see excellent work going on over here.
on paper.
See people locked in on that side.
Sammy Solina,
I got my illustrators over here.
KARE 11 News.